In the previous lesson, we learned about data types in Python and also about the variables. In this lesson, we will learn more about the variables. So as we learned earlier, we can create a variable and assign multiple values to the variable in multiple lines. But the value at the last is treated as the exact value of that variable, as in line 4, the actual value of the var variable is 78.67. Even if we want, we can also assign multiple values to a variable in one line using the commas. So var1 stores 1 and the var2 stores 78. So if you see, if I print var1, you can see var1 stores 1, and if we print 2, we will have 78. So this way we can assign multiple values using the comma. So as we're creating variable names like var, var1, var2, there are some naming conventions that we must follow while creating these data types or these variables. So the first thing we should remember that a variable name should start with a letter or a capital letter, but it should not start with a number. That is not legit. So if you use a number and store any value and run the program, you will get a syntax error. So a number cannot be used as a starting letter for a variable. A variable should always start a letter, so it does not cause any error. Even if you just use a capital letter, it will not do any error. So a variable cannot start with any number. You should always start it with a underscore or a letter. Next up, we have if a variable name like var, and var is the same. So let's see 11 and 10. So you must be thinking that if we print var, we will get 12 because that last 12 is assigned. But if we run the program, we will get 11 because the var with all the letters as small letters, 11 is assigned to it, as you can see in this line, second line. But if we pass the first v as the capital that is in the first line, we'll get 10. Sorry, the syntax error. So we print var, we'll get 10. And likewise, if we print the var with all the capital letters, we get 12. So in variable naming, if you use different cases, upper, smaller, it may vary. So Python variables are case sensitive. And next, as I mentioned earlier, that there are 33 keywords. You cannot use any of these as variable names. So if you use a keyword like else as 12 and run the program, you say syntax error, invalid syntax. So when you create a variable, make sure it starts with a letter. It should not start with any number. It can start with a underscore or a letter. And a Python variable is case sensitive, so also keep in mind that. And a keyword cannot be a variable. So that's all for this lesson. And the next lesson we will learn more about the strings. Hope to see you there.